Hello everyone, welcome to Jehu Crochet. I am Reggie and this is Yarniversity. It's Sunday again. Good to see you all here. Hello to everyone here. I am very happy that you could join me today. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe down below by pressing that subscribe button. And if you want to actually get notifications every time I go live or upload a video, then click on the notification bell and set it to all so that you will always be notified. Then you won't have those mishaps where I went live and you had no idea. But hi to everyone here. I'm glad you could join me today. I appreciate each and every one of you, even if you're just hoping in to hit the like button and you'll watch the replay later. I know a lot of people do watch the replays. It makes me feel very happy that you do, come back later and watch the videos that you miss. So thank you for that. Congratulations, Alice, on 1,000 subscribers on TikTok. Hello to everyone. Sorry, I'm not going back up in the chat to say everyone that was here before, but I saw you guys. I was getting ready and I saw your comments in the chat. So hi to everyone who joined. I've already seen you, but I'm not gonna go scroll up in the chat. But I appreciate you all joining in today. Hi Dee. You're excited about this? We're gonna talk about this today. Hi Wendy and Lori. I'm glad you could all join. So hi. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed, subscribe down below. If it's your first time here, introduce yourself in the chat. Let us know your name, where you're from, where you're joining in. I am Reggie. This is my channel. It's called Jehu Crochet. And today is Yarniversity. Yarniversity is a live class about a different yarn-related subject. It takes place every Sunday at the same time, this time, which is 6 p.m. Germany time, which is where I live. I live in Germany for now. But in July, I will move to Israel, and then either Yarniversity will start an hour earlier or it might stay on the same time and I will have to start later. So I don't know. We shall see. Anyway, until then, we stay on the time that we are in right now. The time you're all already used to. So yeah, hello. Is Catherine here? I completely missed her comment, but hi Catherine, good to see you. I had a very interesting week this week, but we'll talk about that in just a second. Following up on all the notices that I do at the beginning of every chat, if you are new here or if this is the first time watching, you are watching a live class or you are watching the replay of a live chat. That means that if you're watching the replay, you can skip ahead in the video to the parts where are more interesting to you, and you can leave comments down below. And if you're with us live right now, then you can comment in the chat, but you cannot skip ahead, so you cannot say stop living. This does not work when you're here live. So being live or watching the replay both have their advantages and disadvantages. But if you're not sure if you're watching this on live or on replay, all you gotta do is take a look at the top of the chat screen. If it says live chat or top chat, you are with us live, and I highly recommend that you set your chat to live chat so that you'll see all comments and not just what YouTube decides are top comments. And if you're watching on replay, it will say live chat replay or top chat replay, which means you're not with us live, but as I said, you can skip ahead in the video, or put me on double speed and hear me sound like a little mouse. Yay, there you are. Okay, you're making dinner. Good, enjoy your dinner. And hi Fiona, it is a wonderful day in Europe today. I'm glad that you guys are having a sunny time in Scotland too. Never underestimate cat, right? My kids are excited about something. My kids have a guest. Like I said, it's been a very, very busy week for me. Well, Annika, I will be moving in July. There might be a short break for the time of the move, sometime in July and August. But as soon as I get my computer back up in Israel, I want to continue doing Yarniversity, even if, you know, at the beginning it won't be such a nice yarny room, but I will still be here giving yarny content. But of course, for the few weeks of the move, when we pack everything and unpack everything, there will be a short break. Hi, Harriet. Yes, exactly. Switch to live chat so you can see everyone's comments. Thank you, Ashley, and hello. Do you get nervous before a live? Yes. I still do, even though I've been doing it for quite a while. Okay, yeah, so it's been a busy week. You are now listening to my dog barking at the doorbell. We've been doing a lot of things. I have been we've been doing a lot of things around the house, and we have, because it was Easter vacation, we've also been doing different things outside of the house, with the kids, going places, visiting friends were visiting us. I took Jonathan yesterday, and we went on a train ride to Hohenlimburg, where Sonia from Sauerland and Catherine from Little Vicious Stitches, they live there. And I went and visited and met up with the both of them. And I took Jonathan with me. He had a lot of fun on the train. It was a very, very nice day. And so yesterday, my older son, Jordan, was at his friend's house and stayed over. And then they came here in the evening, and then she slept over, and today she was at our place the whole time. And right now her parents just arrived to pick her up, which is what you have heard, the whole shenanigans in the background. You did not know? Really, Alice? He stars on my Instagram. He is modeling some of my crochet things. Whenever I couldn't find a proper model, I make Jez sit and wear whatever it is that I made. Hi Jez, welcome in. Hi Jana. Hello. Hello Michelle. Hello Judy. Yes, it's been quite a busy week. With things that we did around the house and with things that we have done in other places. So it's been a week. But I'm glad I can be here with all of you today. So if you're joining in, hi, welcome. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe down below. If you want to join our very special membership program, then you gotta press that little join button next to the subscribe button and learn everything you need to know about the membership program. Hi, Mocha. Speaking of, oh no, things fell. 1 second. I'm still here. I didn't go anywhere, okay? But stuff fell down. It was my fault. Okay. Sorry, I have a bunch of stuff here next to me that I need to show you guys later. But talking about the members only project, this is the finished blanket, and all you members will have access to this pattern, and we'll start making it together with me on the members only live this month, which is on the 25th of April. Is that tomorrow already? Yes, it's tomorrow. So for all you members, don't forget, check out the community tab for the link to the live and all the information. It's also on Facebook, and we will be making this blanket tomorrow on the live. You're spending too much time on TikTok. Does it wank? Ashley. You guys are funny. I love this bunch of people. Yes, you should get your giant bunny to model stuff. Will it woof? Lisa, you forgot to email me. I was waiting on your email. Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you like the blanket. I hope all of our members will have time to join in and make one. It looks scary. It's not at all. I designed it, and I am not a very complicated designer. Hey, Catherine. So Catherine, Little Vicious Stitches, she's here in the chat. She's the one I met yesterday. It was a lot of fun. We sat down and had coffee while Jonathan was running around. Hi, Chris. Hi. I'm glad you guys all like the blanket. Hi, Sarit. Good to see you. How was Passover? You don't have to. All the members who joined the members only lives, you don't have to work on the project along with us. You can also work on something else. You can also not work on anything. You can also just listen in. You don't have to, but you guys know that whenever you do come on the members only live and you make the project, or you make it later using the pattern and enter it into the draw, then every month we draw winners for the makes that we make. Thank you. The yarn is Yarn Art Rose Garden, which I have already so many times mentioned and recommended. Carrie, hi, how are you recovering? I know you've been recovering from a surgery. You're getting better. I'm glad to hear that. Will it woof? Yes. You can't make live tomorrow. It's your birthday. Oh, it's your daughter's birthday. Happy birthday to your daughter. Enjoy. You can always watch the replay and still get the pattern. The replays of the members only lives are just like the regular lives. You can, if you are a member, you can always come back and watch them. All right. So if you haven't played yet, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up for this video. We have 43 people here. So 10 of you did not hit the like button. You're all okay. Yes, so today we are going to talk about failed crochet projects. I'm gonna actually circle back real quick. How's my move going? It's a headache. But before, I'm gonna circle back real quick and remind everyone that there is a sale going on Etsy. Is, you know, part of helping me move is getting rid of all this stuff. So there's still a sale on the Etsy shop. Everything on the shop, everything. Patterns, but also everything else. So my handmade stitch markers, the hand-dyed yarn, and the May listing of the yarn club. So everything that's on the Etsy shop right now is still 20% off. No code needed, no nothing, just it's automatic at checkout, 20% off until the end of April. This includes, as I've just mentioned, the pre-order for the May yarn club. So the May yarn club pre-order is already on the Etsy shop, and if you order it before the end of April, you can get it 20% off. Hi, Yarn Barf. Hello. Frog crochet. I love that. You should be the one celebrating, right? Right. Oh my God. 36 hours of labor. Oh, geez. Cheers to you, Chris. Wait. Cheers. Okay. So, I mentioned the sale on Etsy. I told you guys all about the members only live that's gonna happen tomorrow. I showed you guys the blanket that we're gonna be making on the members only live, and I said that if you want to become a member, all you gotta do is press that join button down below. The members only lives are open to all level of memberships, so it doesn't matter what level of membership you're on. You can join the members only live. You will see it when it comes up. And yeah, so I did that. And I said, okay, so now I can talk to you guys about today's today's topic. You got your yarn club. Oh, you got your yarn club ordered. Okay, I thought you said that you got the April club, because I was about to say, wow, that was very quick, because But yeah, all the April boxes have been shipped. They're all already on their way. Okay, lurk away. I will talk about the cardigan behind me. Don't worry, it's a part of today's of today's topic. You wanted to participate, but any fails I have would be in my real bedroom, and I'm sure you all can imagine how asking my fiance to bring pizza. Okay, I understand. But so today's Yarniversity is all about crochet fails. It happens to all of us. Every once in a while a project doesn't quite come out the way we have planned it or the way we have envisioned it. We have an idea in our mind, but it doesn't quite fit with what actually comes out. And I posted on Facebook, on the Facebook group, and on my Facebook page, and on the community tab here on YouTube, and I asked everyone to share with me and us, everyone here, different crochet fails. So I did say that it would be great if you have a picture, but you didn't have to have a picture, and the story behind it to explain to us what had happened. How did you get to that situation? What was wrong? Did you read the pattern wrong, or did you just not have a pattern, winged it, and something wasn't quite right, or wrong yarn, wrong hook, different mistakes that we all do in our craft every once in a while. And I asked you guys to share how this experience helped you in your craft. What did you learn from it? Or what can others learn from it? Okay, Catherine. And I gotta say that at first, when I posted the post, it took a few days. And I was beginning to get scared that maybe people are not that, open to sharing this kind of stuff. But I really thought, I had faith in our Yarniversity community, because I know you all, and we are always in good spirit. And even when we laugh at things, we laugh together, not at each other, but with each other. And it's all in good spirit, and nobody should take offense, and nobody should take anything that we say here, to heart and get offended, because we don't set out to offend anyone. But it took a few days, and I was starting to get scared. I thought, did I put too much faith in our Yarniversity community? Did I take on too much when I thought that people will actually be willing to share failed things and show pictures of things that didn't quite work out? But after a few days, things started rolling in, and I said, I knew I could trust my people. I knew everyone will get my idea. I knew everyone will roll with. So I'm sorry that I doubted you all. Very, very sorry. I promise I would never ever doubt you all again. You guys are great. And the pictures you all sent and the stories you all sent are definitely a material for a good Yarniversity. So I hope we will all have fun today. And I do want to say before we start that you guys as viewers, whether you did send something in or not, I ask that we all remember that we are here in good spirit to have fun and to learn. And we are not here to shame anyone, to point fingers at anyone, to put anyone down. And if you do that, we will block you, okay? Because that's not the kind of spirit that we have here on Yarniversity. We don't set out to offend anyone. That being said, if you are a longtime viewer of Yarniversity, then you also know that you should not be offended easily, because there are very offensive things on this channel every once in a while. Alice. Gary, feel free to laugh and point at yours. Okay. Jessie saying she doesn't have any saved crocheted fails, but I do have a quilted tree skirt fail. It was supposed to lay flat, but looks like it had a volcano of 6 feet high in the middle. That's funny. You guys are funny. All right. So, the best way a teacher can, teach her students is by giving example. Be the, the person you want your students to become. Our group is fun. I think so too. A tree eruption. That is great. A tree eruption. Hi, Poppy. Hi, Angela. Yeah. Hi, Suzanne. Hey, good to see you. Did you get your box? By the way, it should have been with you by now since you are here inside the EU. I wonder if you already got your prize. Yeah, I agree. Yarniversity bunch is the best. So if you're here, you are part of the best. All right. So as I said, I will start and I will show you one of my crochet fails, which is this cardigan that Alice was begging to see. Okay, so what is the story behind this? Exactly. Oh, Carrie, I love that idea. Just throw the ornaments as if the tree exploded out of the, and you have like an interesting Christmas decoration. Okay, so this is my crochet fail that I wanted to share with you all. Okay, so let's talk about this. Tree eruption. Oh yeah, how did you guys miss that? I mean, I'm like trying to give a class here, and you guys are talking in background, but it was like a quite obvious place to go. A tree eruption. You made a baby blanket and it came out trapezoid. I love the yarn, so I ripped the whole thing out and made a different blanket. Yeah. Oh, we do tend to rip things up and make a new one, right? We'll talk about that in Alice. Really? You want that? I will send that to you. Yes, Chris, laughing at our mistakes is way better. You haven't received it yet, but the Swedish post office is... Oh, okay. I thought I would have been there right now. You might be working on a crochet fail right now. You gotta gauge this sweater. Oh, yeah. Gauge fails. We have a few of those on today's list. Your blanket crochet along was such a failure. I didn't bother wasting my yarn on the border. Wait, okay, so let's talk about this. Are you guys kidding? Because seriously, okay, this is what happened with this. So, this started as, it started as my first attempt to do a scrappy project. Okay, so what happened was, this is the story, okay? I had a lot of yarn scraps. I still do. I will show you in a second. I had a lot of yarn scrap, and I was like trying to think, what can I make with it? And I really feel bad throwing away yarn, even if it's like very, very small quantities that are left at the end of the skein, even if it's just like a few meters of yarn. And now that I have kids, what I normally do is just give them the yarn rest and they play with it, and or they do something creative with it. The fact that your current sweater makes no wonder if I'm short for my width or if it just grew. Shabby chic, really? I will, yeah. No, I don't. So the thing is, I never did a scrappy project before. This was my first attempt of trying to make something with my yarn scraps. And I tried to think and think and think, and because most of these were, like I said, they were like a few meters long of yarn. Nothing that you can actually make like something decent size. And then I thought of, I don't like making granny squares. Those of you who know me, who follow my channel, I don't do granny squares. It's like not really my thing at all. But I thought it would be nice to, because with granny squares, when you change a color every row, you can use those very small amount of yarns. Even if you have like this much left, you can use it for the first row in the granny square, for like that middle circle, and use it all and not feel like you threw away any yarn. And so I thought, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like get a book of granny square patterns and go like page by page and make all the granny squares in the book, and then join them together for a blanket. That was, that was my idea. So I took my big ginormous, what I thought was a big ginormous bag of leftovers, and I started making granny squares. So I made like a granny square, and then I went page by page with the whole book, and you can see the different granny squares. Like each of them is different. So there are some that I really like. I like the patterns of the granny squares. Some of them are like very regular ones, and some of them are like more complicated ones. And then there were, I think they're in the front. So see, there's one that has like a 3D flower. It's like a little bit coming out. And this one also, that's a different 3D flower, and that's like, it also came out looking a little bit like a daisy because of the colors. And this one came out a little bit looking like a sunflower. I don't know, but I liked, like, so there are different kinds. You see, they're all different granny squares. Some of them look like flowers. Some of them are more like, I really liked that pattern here. Can you see that? So, yeah. So what had happened was, like I said, I started making all these patterns, and at a certain time, I realized there are more here. At a certain time, I realized that it's not a big, ginormous bag. It's actually not enough to make all the granny squares in the book that I had. So apparently I did not have that many leftovers as I have envisioned. And I said, well, I'm not gonna start breaking into new skeins to make more squares, because that was the whole point, was to use my leftovers, not to make more leftovers. So I thought I would start putting them together. And then I came to the point where I had to decide how to put them together. There was one option where I would choose one color, so take one skein of one color, one solid color, and make one more solid round around each one of the granny squares, and then sew them together. But I hate one of the reasons why I don't do granny squares is because I hate sewing granny squares together. So instead, I decided to take one big skein of solid color only. I did not want to, again, I don't like, this was a scrappy project, and I kind of like didn't want to break into my stash, and I had this weird yarn, this color, and what I did was I started connecting them without sewing. So this is actually like, what I did was I crocheted into this square, and then I crocheted into this square, and then into this, and you see it goes like sort of like a zigzag here, and a zigzag there, and a zigzag. So it's all around. You love the way I connected the square? I'm glad I find it funny that you guys say it's a boho shake, because in my opinion, I'll tell you what happened. So after I finished it, I said, okay, even though all the squares are put together, it still is not big enough to be a blanket, which was my, official, like original idea. Hi, Kelly. You're not good to overestimate bag sizes. Yes, exactly. So, see, you vote. It's not. You don't get a vote. Okay, so what happened was, I connected all the squares together, and it was still not big enough to be a blanket. And this was about 8 years ago, and I was it was when cocoon cardigans first became a thing, like when it suddenly was really chic to make a cocoon cardigan. So I thought, okay, I have this ginormous square that I put together. Let's sew in the sides and make it into a cocoon cardigan. So I did that, but that it needed, like, it was not finished. It needed a brim and maybe some sleeves. So I took this burgundy color that you can see here on the sleeve. This burgundy color here. This one. And I started going around doing the brim and putting together the sleeves, and then I ran out of this yarn. So you see, so I don't understand why you guys say it's not a fail. There's so many things here that did not go the way I wanted them to go. Plus, you guys say it looks boho chic. I would never wear this. Like, in my mind, it's too many colors put together. They don't match. They don't even try to match. If it was a granny square blanket, like a solid granny square blanket, if I would have taken the time to make a solid color frame to each one of the squares and then sew them together and then make one big square and then add a nice border, then it would have worked that the colors don't match. But as a wearable, it's too wacky. This can be in What Were You Thinking crochet episode. You thought it was a Monday? It's a dictatorship. Nobody gets a vote. Just because it didn't go the way you wanted it to doesn't make it a fail. You think it's cool? You think it makes it cool? Did you sleep through the Harry Style crochet cardi? No, but I thought that was damn ugly too. So really, all black underneath and you will wear that? Do you guys seriously? Okay, agree to disagree. Agree to disagree, okay? Lemons from lemonade. I mean, I didn't even, because it looked so wacky, when I ran out of yarn, I didn't even bother to continue it. So I mean, had I known that it would have been such a hit, I would buy more of this burgundy yarn and finish the brim and finish the sleeves, and I would have sold it to someone who thinks it's boho chic. In my personal opinion, it looks like a granny square blanket attacked a cocoon cardigan or exploded over a cocoon cardigan. Maybe it's just, you know, my personal dislike of granny squares that makes it like fail is in the eye of the beholder, okay? Agree to disagree, but you're still right. I agree. I think that also screams, what were you thinking? Okay, so as we said, we are here all in good spirit, right? We're not like criticizing anyone, so don't anyone take offense. And if you didn't hear me say at the beginning, you should go and watch the replay. Hippie vibes. All right. First lesson learned, just because it's a fail to you doesn't mean it's... Yeah, see, we already learned something today. Doesn't mean it's a fail to other. Harmonious whack. Hi, harmonious. You like it? All right. Think you have a bias against granny squares? Yes, I think that might be. That might be because I generally dislike granny squares, that I'm like, no, maybe. Yes, exactly. Like a granny square blanket and a cocoon cardigan had a baby. Hi, Hannah. Clown barf. I could probably. Damn ugly cocoon ate my granny blanket. Hi, Jax. Welcome in. Okay, so, hi everyone. Welcome if you're joining in late. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe down below. If you want to join the very special membership program, you can do that by pressing the join button next to the subscribe button. And if you weren't here for the beginning, I will just remember that we're talking about crochet fails today, pictures and stuff that have been sent by different members of our cool Yarny community. And I thank everyone who donated a picture or a story to today's live chat. And once again, I will remind everyone that we are all here in good spirit. We're not here to make fun of anyone. We are laughing with each other and not at each other. And we're not here to put anyone down. So please be polite and be nice to each other, even if it is in good spirit and humor. And also, please don't take offense, okay? We don't set out to offend anyone here in Yarniversity. And if you're a person who gets offended easily or take things too personally, maybe Yarniversity is not the perfect place for you. And I say that out like with love. I don't say that like I'm not trying to scare anyone away, but I do know my channel and I know my people. Yeah. You've seen way uglier crocheted items paired with thousands of dollars worth of designer clothes. Yes, I agree. Reggie's attempt to show a fail failed. You can whip up a damn ugly knit sweater free. I'm sorry. Guess I failed tremendously in failing. No matter how hard I try, I can't fail. Make myself laugh. Okay. At least I make myself laugh. All right. So, now we are actually refused to make anything for him because he's a snob. Jax is saying, be nice because I have whips and chains and I'm not afraid to FO them. Yeah, exactly. Oh. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna jump into the first pictures from you guys. Exactly, get a story. Hi, Bobby. All right, so here we go. First picture up. So now the picture that you're gonna see is not the fail. That is the item that the fail is related to. Okay, so here we go. All right, so this was sent in by Debbie. Hi, Debbie. I hope you're still here. And Debbie was telling me that she was working on a baby blanket, which was meant to be a gift for her niece, who adopted a baby together with her wife. The blanket was made out of Bernat velvet yarn, and it is beautiful shades of blue and green, as you can see in the picture. And the pattern she uses was a continuous granny square. And the finished product was very soft and very cuddly, and she liked it a lot. But before mailing the blanket off, she put it in the wash first, as she always does with crocheted items that she gifts to other people, which you should always do if you gift crochet items. And it's a good thing that she did because, as she says, although the yarn was supposed to be washable, the blanket came out of the wash completely destroyed with loops everywhere. And it was so incredibly sad, which I can imagine after working so long on the project that you also are is close to your heart. Then of course she had to remake the whole thing, which again is all the work that you put into everything, and then it's very discouraging. But here is what we have learned. So what we have learned is, yes, do always wash your projects before gifting them to something, because although it was heartbreaking, better that it happened still before it was gifted and not afterwards, because think of how they would have felt. And it is, after all, supposed to be a baby blanket, and baby blankets do get washed more often than other items. So it's good that you had that experience pre-gifting and not post. Velvet new. But yeah, see, I mean, the blanket is beautiful, but it is a harsh lesson to learn. Sometimes we learn a lot of things, the hard way. But, it's good to learn that we all, have these mishaps. It's not anything that you did wrong. The blanket was beautiful. You folded a pattern. It came out wonderfully. But apparently that yarn does not actually wash as well as, advertised. You made a sweater with velvet, and what a mess. Yes, see? It's called warming. You mean the what happens to the velvet yarn when you wash it? I hope it doesn't happen with every velvet yarn. I mean, it didn't happen to me yet, but I only have a scarf that I made with it. What happened here? 1 second. Can you guys see the picture? It worked before. Okay, so that is the same blanket while it was being made. So this is a work in progress picture of the same blanket. Yeah, very sad, I gotta say. It looks like, Debbie, let us know, it looks like you double stranded it with another yarn. Was that for effect, and did this not help? It shouldn't, I would imagine if you double strand it with another yarn, it would at least, you know, keep it a little bit from looping like that. But can you do, yeah, you can't really. A lot of people are wary of velvet yarn. I don't know if that is specifically the reason, but there are a lot of other reasons. A lot of times it like falls apart in your hands if it's not a good high quality one. Your ex-husband once put your cashmere sweater. Oh no, that would destroy it. Your daughter's style and yours are swapping places in recent years. Oh, your daughter's style. Okay, now I got it. Wasn't even washed. I guess maybe hand washing it is the better idea. But the thing is that most of these velvet yarns, and I do believe I do have some up there. Most of these on the band, it says that you can wash them. Chenille was very fashionable in the 90s. Loved my sweaters, but the worn off so fast. Yeah, exactly. It wears off easily. A specific stitch that works for velvet yarn, you mean that doesn't fall apart in the wash? I don't know. I think what happens in the wash is a result of the yarn, not of the stitch. You weirdly hate the feel of velvet yarn? And single crochets are said to be good for velvet, said Jax. Yeah, the scarf that I have is pretty much single crochets and chains. So maybe that's what keeps it together. I don't know. I didn't use a lot of velvet yarn. But yeah, very, very sad, you know, to have been working on something for so long and then have it fall apart like this. But now we've all learned something from it, even if it's just generally that velvet yarn sucks. That's something. You gave a granny square hoodie to your granddaughter for Christmas. It was one of your first crochet wearables. She washed it and it fell apart. Oh no! I know now that tying in the ends is super important. Yes, tying in the ends, weaving in the ends, even put a little bit of, if you're gifting the item, you know, even put a little bit of fabric glue on the ends of the yarn. You've made a blanket with Bernette baby blanket for your puppies and you wash it every day and it's fine. So maybe you can tell us what sort of, but isn't Bernette baby blanket yarn different than velvet yarn? I think it's a different material. I think the velvet yarns work better when you're knitting with them because there's so many loops. That might be. Didn't wash any of the blankets I made for the kids so far. They have only washed the pram blankets, but into dryer, although it's not supposed to. And they come out well? Hi, Billy! Billy's saying she haven't really failed in project, but knitted a sweater for someone who might like one short sleeve and one long sleeve. We can think of ideas for people who might find that attractive, right? Yarns that are stretched to nippling warming. I have one from Hobby Lobby that did it to the end. It was not fuzzy. The yarn was not fuzzy. Lori saying use soak crochet wash and hand wash it, you mean? I mean, I'm sure with hand washing, it won't have the same effect. I think a big, you know, a big part of it is the actual movements in the washing machine and not just, you know, the being in water. Baby blanket yarn, maybe polyester. Yeah, baby blanket yarn is polyester. The velvet yarn, they are, what are they made of? Hi Verna, sorry. And hi Donim, you're working on your taxes and listening. Okay, you're working on your taxes. Enjoy that. Short sleeve, long sleeve. Yes, yes. Oh, that would be a cool trend. I would definitely go with that trend. Like intentionally mismatch sleeves. Say that 20 times in a row. Yeah, so hi everyone walking in. This is Yarniversity. I am Reggie, and we're talking about, we're sharing crochet fails. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe down below and don't forget to hit the like button. Okay, so that was Debbie who shared with us, you know, her crochet fail was which wasn't her fail. It was more of like the yarn failed. But we have learned that when we gift items, we should try to wash them at home first to make sure nothing like that happens after we gift them. And we have also learned that there are some yarns that are just plain stupid. You think part of the issue with velvet yarn is the weight. When it gets wet, that stuff can soak up some water. Would be very easy for it to become mishappen after washing. Yes, I agree. That can be. Asymmetrical is really cool. Yeah, Alice, great. All right. So what we're gonna do now is we saw Debbie's project, which I'm sure made her feel very bad, right? But we want to make her feel good. So I am going to mark the chat, and each one of you is gonna write one nice thing for Debbie, just one for each person. And I'm gonna give it like 30 seconds, and then I'm gonna mark the chat again. And then we're going to choose one of you lovely people who made Debbie feel so good. And they're going to get a prize, okay? So, your tongue hurts. Don't your fingers hurt? So, I'm going to mark the chat right now. And once you see my mark in the chat, write something nice for Debbie. Just one thing for each person. And then we're going to do the random number picker. And Debbie, you read everyone's comments, yeah? And feel good about yourself because you're a great person and wonderful member of our Yarny community. And one of you will win. Where is it? I had everything in order and then it fell on the floor and now it's no longer in order. Okay, one of you will win this project bag. Oh. This is what we are going for right now. This is a butterfly drawstring project bag. Okay, so someone was gonna win that. Okay. Isn't it cute? It's a good size too. All right. So, gonna give it a few more seconds and then I'm going to mark the chat. I'm gonna let my mods help me with counting how many people said nice things to Debbie, and one of them is gonna win that. All right. And in the meantime, I'm going to write down butterfly bag and let's see who won it. Okay, so I'm going to mark the chat again and then we're going to count. Okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm sorry I'm not giving that much time, but that's just because we have a lot of pictures to show today. Okay, don't worry. We'll do this after every after each one. Okay, so please, my mods, Kath and Jax and Alice, if you guys can count how many people commented in between the marks. I didn't get to read the comments because I was showing the bag, but I'm sure, Debbie, that you got some very nice comments, and I'm sure in good Yarniversity spirit you got some laughs as well. Alex is saying 43, Catherine is saying 44. All right, let's put it into the random number picker. Between 1 and 44. Are we all in agreement that it was 44? Okay, so the random number is 32. Okay, let's go up. Let's go up to my mark. 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 31. 32 is Christine F. So, Christine F. Let me write that. Christine F. Cheers to you. You are the winner of the butterfly bag, and if you win anything on today's live, my email is in the description box below. You have 1 week from now until next week's Yarniversity to email me and claim your prize. Best thing would be if you can do it right now. Open another tab, email me, claim your prize. But if not, once this live is over, would be the second best choice. Waiting a few days. It's always not a very good choice, but definitely do it within a week. Otherwise, you forfeit your win. Okay, so cheers. Hello, hello, hello to everyone coming in. Thank you for being here. I highly appreciate it. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up for this video. It's that thing that looks like the like sign right underneath. If you're on your phone, the chat might be hiding it, so you have to like press the back button, press the like button, then enter the chat again, and make sure you are on live chat so that every time we do that giveaway thing, you are with us. Okay. Thank you guys. Okay, so Alice and Catherine, don't make me put you in the corner. Yeah, so moving on. Now we are going to look at Angela. Do you know Angela? Angela is from the Crazy Poppy Lady. By the way, anyone whose picture is being shown on today's live and has either a YouTube channel or a different social media account, I linked them down below, and I will mention it every time that we come to their pictures. But this is Angela from the Crazy Poppy Lady. She has a YouTube channel. Just press the link in the description box below and go visit her on her channel. Reggie, I want to applaud you for including this surprise twist to today's class. I have a ton of fails, however, I'm super sensitive over criticism and was afraid to participate. Why? Don't you know Yarniversity already? We're all in good spirit. Hi, Angie. Hello, hello, hello. You might get even more naughty corn. So this is Angela. And here is the story behind this picture. So this is Angela realizing yet again that she must very carefully follow written patterns. Now, if you are a follower of Angela, you might recognize a theme here. This is something that happens to her sometimes. But in this picture, she was working on testing my Gondolin elf hat pattern. It's a written pattern by me. You can find it on Etsy. And she was one of my testers. And about a third way into the test, she figured that it was way too big for her head. As you can see in the picture, she was quite like I don't know what went wrong. I think I did a good Angela there. So she had to go and read and figure out where the counting went wrong, or what did she do that suddenly that was way, way too big. But Angela is not one to give up and frog away right away. No, no, no. She decided to turn the hat, which was way too big for her head, into a matching cowl for the next hat, which she had hoped would turn out correctly. So she saw this, she said, no problem. I'm just gonna make this into a cowl, and then I'm gonna make another one, and that one would be the hat. So here she is saying, you know what, I'm just gonna pull it down, this is gonna be a cowl. It's gonna be a matching cowl to my hat. Yes. And yeah, so eventually, of course, she did pay more attention to the pattern and made a beautiful hat, which she then wore throughout her 12 Days of Christmas series on her channel last year, leading up to Christmas. And in her words, what she learned from this experience is always check the freaking pattern. And that's how she wrote it when I so it's her words, always check the freaking pattern. Let's see what you guys said about Angela. You love the pictures. You also made lots of granny squares for a jacket with Nora yarn, had been given a bought more but gave up. Such a great idea to write nice things on fails. Right? I agree. How much more do I have to misbehave to get sent to the naughty corner? I think you're already there, actually. Oh, at least it wasn't a plunger. Yes, exactly. Most of the time. So if it doesn't happen, it's actually an interesting case. Smart thinking, says Kathleen. The cowl looks great. No, I would use the recording that you sent, but I could have, because my computer doesn't pick up the audio from a video. So like it picks up my audio, not from the computer. Right? That is a nice way, you know, to repurpose it. You haven't made it yet. Thanks for the tip. See, if you make it a little, if you make the beginning of the hat a little bit bigger, you have a matching cowl. Exactly. You vote innovation instead of a fail. Especially in a test, you need to check the pattern because the whole point of the test, yes, exactly. But Angela was a good tester. She figured out what she did wrong. Did she figure out the mistake? Yes, yes. She figured out that she just had too many stitches. Not to waste it, right? Turn it into something useful. Very, very clever. Okay, so just, you know, so that you will all believe me, if you haven't watched Angela on her channel, she did end up making one successful version of this, and she wore it beautifully, and it looked great on her. So thank you very much, Angela, you know, for being a tester for this pattern, for always being a great tester for me and a good friend, and for sharing, you know, for willing to share this fail and mishap with us. I remember when it happened, I found it very cute. Angela sent me like a little clip of herself. She sat there wearing it, and she was like, I don't know what went wrong. So it's very, very funny and very entertaining. But yes, it didn't. Yes, so creative. You remember this. You saw that on her channel. So yes, Angela, wonderful, and thank you for sharing with us. That was indeed a very, very good example. And we have learned, all of us, that when we are working on a written pattern, we have to carefully check the pattern, make sure that we read it correctly, and not read the first row and say, "Oh, I got it. Okay, yeah, I figured out the the construction. I can do the rest by myself." Hi, Ursula. Welcome in. I'm doing very well. I hope you are too. A plunger cowl with a stick. Oh my god, that's hilarious. No, in the final picture, she only pictured herself with the hat, but she did end up with a matching set. I think it's very fun to be one of my testers. I think I'm very nice to my testers. I think, but they are not always nice to me. Thank you, Ursula. All right, so you know what comes now. I am going to mark the chat, and you guys are all going to say good things to Angela to make her feel good. And one of you will win a prize. Okay, so I'm going to mark the chat, and while you guys are writing nice things for Angela, like before, I am going to show you guys what I will be giving away. Okay, that explains so much. Pattern's my pattern. Just, I know how it goes. I got this. Oh, you guys are great. Okay, so here's the mark. Say nice things to Angela, please. Only once for each person, just like we did before. And here's what we're gonna give away this time. It's another drawstring bag. It says Yarn Squad. It's purple. It's a drawstring bag. It would be great as a project bag, or like it's just a regular bag to go yarn shopping in. You know, when you go to your local yarn shop, and you know, reusable bag. Don't take plastic bags. We were just here on Earth Day, right? So it has a crochet hook, and it has a knitting needle in there, and this is the bag that we are giving away. Say nice things to Angela and make her feel good. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna give it a few more seconds. And Anja, I hope you are sitting there and reading all these awesome comments and the wonderful things that people are saying. And I hope that it makes you feel better. And if you guys are walking in, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe down below. All right, so now I am going to, again, count back and mark the chat again. Okay, so we're going to put a stop to this. So, yeah, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark the chat. It's over. Angela, I hope you took all of that in, and thank you all for being nice to Angela and saying nice things to her, so that, you know, she feels a little bit better, that you know, maybe it was worth it. Nowhere near enough to go yarn shopping. Yes, I agree. Not when I go yarn shopping anyway. All right, 43 says Jax and Catherine, so they agree. And we go from 1 to 43. Number 12. Okay, let's go up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is Denise Hoffman. Congratulations, Denise. I'm gonna write that down. Denise Hoffman. Congratulations, you are the winner of the Yarn Squad bag. I hope you go yarn shopping with it and put some, pictures on the Facebook group or something of that bag full of yarn. Or that bag full of whip. That's okay too. Cheers. You love the face in the fail punch. Yes. All right. So after everyone congratulates Denise Hoffman, I recommend that before we continue, everyone refreshes and puts their chat to live chat. Okay, so that every time we do this, we will all be synchronized and no one is a little bit on delay. Okay. So while you guys do that, I will once again say hi to everyone coming in. If you're coming in late, hello, hello, hello. This is Yarniversity. We are talking about crochet fails. If you're here and you're watching, let us know. Say hi in the chat. If you're new here, if it's your first time here, say where you're from. Who are you? I'm Reggie. This is my channel. And Sundays is Yarniversity, which is when we talk about a different yarn or crochet related topic every week. And we hope to see you here often. If you're here, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe down below. You can also join the very special membership program and gain special perks that other members or other viewers of the channel don't get. And you do that by pressing the join button right next to the subscribe button, or by following the link in the description box and learn everything you need about the membership program. To all you members who are members of the channel, I did say tomorrow, 25th of April, we are going to have our members only live. I recommend that you all, after the live, go back to the main page of the channel and check out the community tab for the announcement about the live, so that you know everything you need to know before the live and what we're going to be making. I did show the blanket before. If you guys came in late, this is the blanket that we're going to be making on the members only live. Okay, that's what it looks like. I think it turned out nice. I kind of like it. So yeah, I am looking forward to seeing all of my members there. And if you can't be there on the live and you are a member of the channel, you can always watch that video on replay and get the pattern and make it at your own pace and your own time. Oh my god, we got a super chat. Jax! Oh, Jax! Thank you. Cheers to you, Jax. I highly appreciate it. Cheers, but don't get me drunk. Hey, Julie, you got the prize! Yay! I'm so happy you got your prize. It arrived there faster than I thought. Hi, Lacey. Hello, good to see you. Reggie made me do it. Exactly. That's a good hashtag. There has been few people already that used it. I kind of like it that it's a thing. You also got your prize. Yay! I'm so happy. Things are starting to arrive. Yay! Yes, so I'm looking forward to everyone who will be joining us for the members only live, making the blanket. It's my first time I am designing a blanket, so I hope that you guys will like it. Do get her drunk. No. Yeah, and one more thing that I said at the beginning of today's live is that there is still 20% off on everything on my Etsy shop until the end of April. And that includes the listing that I put up this week for the pre-order of the May Yarn Club. So if you are planning on getting the May Yarn Club and you get it now, you still get it for 20% off, but only until the end of April. Afterwards, every order will be regular priced. Reggie made me do it. Made me do a lot of things. Well, I'm an enabler and I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. All right. Next up. Okay, so next up we have... All right. Next up we have this. So this was sent by Mocha, unapologetically Mocha here in the chat. Hi, Mocha. So this next one is a bit scary. You might want to make sure that there are no little children watching. Should have probably said that before I put up the picture, right? But meet Psycho Bunny, and that is the name that was given to her by Mocha. She is the one who made her. She was her first ever attempt at making a stuffed animal, or what we like to call amigurumis. As with many of us attempting this kind of project for the first time, it didn't turn out the way she had expected. And she says that she isn't sure if and what she learned from this experience, other than she obviously had no idea what she was doing at the time. But hey, you know, the ears turned out quite well. And I think, you know, that Bunny can star in different, you know, horror films. Looks like a Tim Burton doll, says Catherine. Yes, you did understand the assignment. You did. You understood it beautifully. And thank you for sending in this picture, Mocha. Alice loves the color changes. Did your puppy get a hold on the bunny? Sarit says that as a psycho bunny, it's actually pretty great. Anatomically correct. Yes, he looks like he belongs at Five Nights at Freddy's. Yes. Chucky's childhood friend. But I think, I mean, we all had, you know, we all had this experience trying out for the first time, trying to make stuffed dolls. There are just so many things that can go wrong there, right? You love misfit toys. Oh, Mocha says that the scariest thing is the kid actually loves it. But yeah, you know, we all have that, right? We set out to make amigurumi for the first time. There's so many things that can go wrong there. You know, the tension, stuffing, overstuffing. You can see the stuffing through the stitches sometimes. In the first one you make, you know, sewing different parts together, keeping track on the rows in a pattern, especially in amigurumi patterns when there might sometimes be like 20 rows of just one single crochet in each stitch. So a lot can go wrong there, but kudos, and I'm glad to hear that the kid actually likes it. The bunny's off his meds. Right? Kids only care that you love them and made something for them. I also have an example for that later. Psycho Bunny. I'm not gonna sing that though. Ba, 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 ba. Right, children often like misfit toys. Call it a surreal bunny. Yes. Yes, definitely. Amigurumi is a skill that you have to really like learn. I think most people who try, I think the majority of people try amigurumi for the first time, like the first one always gets, It's like making pancakes, right? The first one is always not very good. You can't get your amigurumi heads to not be bobble heads. See? Yeah, there's a lot to learn there. Your bunny looks concerned. Oh. Franken bunny. Oh, I love that. You loathe amigurumi. So Mocha is saying, I think she made the Five Nights at Freddy's connection and that's why she likes it. I wasn't going to give it to her. She saw it and took it. Oh, okay. You thought like, no, that's too scary to be a child's toy, but she loved it. Okay, well, we have another picture of the bunny. So you can see the face expression up close. My daughter once she stopped laughing said it looks like bunny had fun in the wine factory. Ah, see, that's very appropriate for our channel. But yeah, I think a lot of the first amigurumis can be, you know, bobbleheads or different kinds of like mishaps. So much can go wrong in the process of making amigurumis. You've learned a lot and you feel like you're getting better while doing amigurumi wars. Yes, you know, making that many amigurumi in 1 year can do that. Right? It's what really matters is that they love it. He went to the wrong chiropractor. But I hope, you know, that seeing that, you know, that everyone's first amigurumi is not always perfect and that we all, you know, it takes a while to get the hang of it, right? So I hope that we all learned something from it. It hasn't crossed into super creepy realistic realm. Yes. You made a tiny bunny and you brushed it. Daughter said it looked like a menacing dust bunny. Oh. It took me a second. Right? You can't duplicate it. It's one of a kind. It's one of a kind. I can smell fear. All right. Well, I hope that we have all learned, you know, something about, you know, first amigurumis can't, yeah, you know, can go wrong. And it's not terrible as long as, you know, as long as the toy is loved, it doesn't really matter, you know, if maybe in our eyes it's you know, it's not child appropriate, but they see it, they love it, and that's it. That's what's important. So I am going to mark the chat and we're all gonna say good things to Mocha. She says, P.S. she got better. You've got the Among Us and Sonic ones completed now, and they look not scary. But yeah, it's true. It does take a lot of practice. So I am going to mark the chat, and everyone's gonna say nice things to Mocha to make her feel better, and to say thank you for sharing with us. You know. Because we appreciate it. All right. And what I'm going to give away now is this. Now, I thought this was appropriate for this specific project. And I know Mocha, so I'm sure she will understand. This is all in good humor. But I had this left over from the Halloween giveaway. So this is a diamond painting boo wall ornament. It has like holes on the side, and it comes you see here and here there are holes, so you can hang it on the wall. There's a in the kit there's everything you need in order to complete this diamond painting and the string to hang it up. So you will get this, and it will come, you know, wrapped in this so it will be kept safe on its way to you. But I thought that price is very appropriate for the scary bunny, the psycho bunny. So yeah, so that is that's the prize. And please, if you win anything, don't forget to email me and claim your prize, okay? All right, so I'm gonna give it a few more seconds for you guys to be nice and shower her with good words and some love. And if you haven't yet, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Some of your comments are really good. All right, so I'm going to mark the chat for a second time now. Okay. All right, so and I'm gonna wait for my mods to tell me. And in the meantime, I'm gonna show you another crochet. Well, I'm kind of scared of showing you guys my crochet fail because you kind of like took apart my previous crochet fail. But so I will say in advance that what I'm about to show you is okay. Let's first do okay. We have 42. All my mods agree. So 1 to 42, the number is 24. All right. Let's go up to my mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 24 is Cheryl Clute? I don't know. Cheryl. If you were German, we would have called you Klute. Cheers, Cheryl. Yes, I'm glad, Mocha, that the comments made you feel well and laugh a little bit. Yes, you might have found a niche. Cute horror dolls. So congratulations, Cheryl, and anyone who wins anything on today's live. Don't forget you have 1 week to claim your prize. Email me. My email is in the description box down below. Okay. My husband... Come here. Come here. You don't make fun of me in the next room. Come here. I hear you. If you're watching, yeah, then how do you know? I know you're watching. He's watching in the other rooms, making fun of me. It's like, there is no U. That's why we're moving. I can't speak German. All right. So I was gonna show you guys, you know, my amigurumi fail. Dennis isn't. All right. So this now, okay. I'm gonna start by saying the dinosaur itself came out very well, and I was very, very happy with it. Okay, it was a lot of work, a lot. I put a lot of hours into it. My son, Chick Magnet, yes, wanted a T-Rex, and he chose the colors. So he did, like, he chose the colors, and he chose the pattern, and the T-Rex itself came out very well. I'm very happy with it. So the T-Rex itself is not the fail. So the amigurumi itself, the pattern is not the fail. The fail about this project is this. So after finishing the whole thing, after finishing the entire T-Rex, and, you know, sewing everything together, which we just spoke about how hard amigurumi is and how hard it is to get them to, you know, to all the pieces to fit right? So after finishing sewing everything together, hiding all the ends, sewing this stuff, which was like a pain in the behind, I realized when I finished the entire thing, that he had no eyes. I forgot to put in the safety eyes. So I was like, oh no. You can't put in the safety eyes after you already closed everything up, because there's no way of like getting them to stick from the other side. And I started thinking, should I like embroider eyes on, or like what can I do to make this work? And I had a spur of the moment thought, maybe I can crochet like just a circle, just crochet a circle. And like it, okay. And then after so first of all, the eyes, like the eyes are like, do you see that? Like one is looking one direction, and here like something went wrong, and for some reason one stitch is like, yeah. And the other problem was that I didn't want to, like, after sewing in together so many parts, I really did not feel like sewing on the eyes as well. It was already like, I was already so frustrated with the project. Yeah, so I decided to go ahead and glue them on with fabric glue, which turned out to be another very bad decision, because first of all, can you see that? You can see the fabric glue everywhere. It looks terrible. And second of all, because I used fabric glue, the edges didn't stick, so they're like, so the eyes are like sticking out of the dino. Can you see that? Yeah. So I really like the dino is special. He has been through a thing or two in his life, you know. Maybe one day I will, you know, be able to bring myself to fix him. Jax, I love that idea to crochet a white circle and then put the safety eyes on, but then wouldn't they stick out when you sew them? I don't know. But yeah, he is definitely one of a kind. He also does not stand up. Because he is very, like, the balance is all off and he falls. See? So although the pattern is he's supposed to be standing up, he always falls to the front because his front is too heavy. But yeah, I know he can be fixed, but he's been like that for years now. I think like 3 years, and I still didn't come to the, like, still couldn't bring myself to fix him after 3 years, because every time I think about it, it brings me back to the point of when I finished it and I was so frustrated when I realized I forgot the eyes, and I go back to that feeling in my mind of like, oh, and then I don't want to do it anymore. Yeah, we are all damaged. That is correct. It's just a realistic dino. You can do a lot of things to fix him. It's not that. It's more like the after doing an Ami dragon for your niece last year, you decided to stick to Ami with a lot less sewing. Yeah, exactly. Like, no sew amigurumis. Those are my favorite ones. Yeah. There are a lot of solutions of how I can fix him. I just need to, like, mentally bring myself to that. Right? He fell to the front because he can't see well. Because his eyes are crooked. No, he's not brand new. He's already at least 3 years old, that I know. He might be upset if I change him. That is true. We need a Yarniversity t-shirt that says, I'll be in the naughty corner. Yeah, we can do that. we can make that happen. All right, so everyone joining in, hi, I'm Reggie, this is Yarniversity. If you haven't yet, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and let's move on to the next fail, which comes to us from Carrie. One second, I need to open the picture. All right, so these are crocheted water balloons, and we are now coming to today's Will It Sag portion of the live. Surprisingly, this picture was shared by Carrie and not by Alice, as you might expect. Carrie made these reusable water balloons, which in theory, she says, is a very nice and friendly to the environment project, because you can use them again and again, and they don't pollute the earth with indisposable plastic. You just dip them in water and you throw them. So instead of, taking a balloon, filling it up with water and throwing it, you just take that crocheted balloon, you dip it in water, you let it soak, and then you throw them away. However, as one might expect with an item made of yarn that is then dipped in water, they pretty much feel like a wet sock because, so being hit by a wet sock doesn't quite have the same effect as a real water balloon fight. It kind of like has a different different feel to it. So, they do sag. So thank you very much, Carrie, for sharing this picture and for giving us the Will It Sag moment of the day. I highly appreciate it. I can't check my email during the live. I will be able to check it afterwards, and if enough people are interested and will share projects, we can do part 2 of this, maybe next month or something like that. He just needs glasses. They look like they would be painful. No, they're made out of, they're just like made out of yarn, and then you dip it in water and you throw them. Right? That will definitely result in sagging. Yeah. Catherine saying being hit by a wet sock, a sentence I never thought I would hear. Well, if there's a place on earth where that sentence would have been said, it's here on Yarniversity. You just got an image of being slapped by a wet sock. Yes, I know. My kids love them too. I mean, I made a few last summer and my kids played with them in the garden. I did not like them though. I mean, the kids liked them, but I think as adult. Yes, we share problems need to be an episode. You hate wet socks. Lacey saying she had the funniest, most inappropriate picture in her head if little kids being pinched in the head with little wet yarn bombs. They're supposed to be made out of blanket yarn, so they absorb a lot of water and squish them. Yes, they are. They are made out of, but it does not change the fact that they do sag. You're just splat, okay? They don't whack. Oh yeah, Jessie's saying that if you take them and use them again after they have hit the ground when they were wet, and then you have wet and sandy socks hitting you. No, I agree, Wendy. They are wonderful for kids. And kids love them. My kids love them too. And they really don't care. And they are better for the environment than regular plastic balloons. Like, I am not at all saying use plastic balloons. Of course, these are the better option. I think Carrie was more referring to the feel of them. And she said they get really dirty. And it's, yeah. Like, you don't really want to reuse them after one time. I know it from my yard. My kids played with them a whole day, and afterwards they were full of grass. You wouldn't be able to get it off, and I just had to make new ones. New expressions for when something completely unexpected happened. It was like being hit by a wet sock. Will it splat or will it whack? You guys are good. It do looks like saggy poops. Oh, I love this group of people. So thank you, Carrie, for supplying today's Will It Sag moment and some very good wet sock jokes. And now I'm going to mark the chat, and you all are going to say nice things to Carrie, right? So stop commenting, and I am marking the chat, and then I will show you what I'll be giving away. Where is it? There. Okay, so say nice things to Carrie, and the winner will get this. This is Amigurumi Knits. Okay, this is a knitting pattern booklet. If you win, if your name comes up and you don't knit and you don't want it, then please let me know and I will choose another winner. But this is a knitted amigurumi pattern booklet. It has 14 easy knits to make different animals, and as you can see, it has this sloth, and it has an elephant and a flamingo and a fox and some sheep, and that what I believe is a bunny. It's a questionable bunny. And there's a monkey, and there's a lion, and there is an elephant and a crocodile, and there's a penguin. He's very cute, but it's all knitted. Okay, there's a cow and a pig and a sheep. It's a very, very, very cute pattern. So this is the prize for whoever comes up now. And like I said, if you win and you don't need and you don't want this, please let us know right away and we will choose a new winner, okay? Right, so I am going to mark the chat. So you have like 10 more seconds to get in your nice things to say to Carrie. All right, so here's the mark. All right, I'm gonna see 34 says Catherine. All right. All right, 34 says Alice too. All right, so we have 34. And the number is 22. Okay. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 21. 22 is Sarit. Sarit, you are the winner. Like I said, let us know if you knit and you want this pattern. If not, we will choose a new one. So let me know. Yes, all the mods are in sync. Look at you guys. But anyway, cheers to you. Congratulations for winning the pattern booklet. Oh, you guys are so great together. My team of mods. Say probably best to avoid wet conversations. you just come up with that subject here in Yarniversity, and that's that's a trap. It's a trap. What-a-palooza, yes. There is no stuffing inside. They're just, you just crochet sort of like this shape. You'll have some fails for next time. That's a great idea. It's a wonderful way to to accept your prize. Okay, so we are moving on to the next one. And this was sent by Live Love Crochet. She didn't send me her actual name. She just sent her YouTube name. Her link to her channel is in the description box below if you want to check her out. And now she gives us a wonderful example of why it is important to know if the pattern that you're working on is written in US or UK terms. So she says that this was her first time reading a written crochet pattern, and she had no idea that there was even a difference in terms. She didn't know that there were different terms for crochet in different countries, and that there's also a difference between a pattern written in UK or US. UK or US terms. later, after, she finished working on this project, when she became more experienced, she realized that she was crocheting a pattern that was written in UK terms, but she was making the stitches in US terms. And not knowing, she frogged it and restarted this several times, and each time it came out the same way and looked very wrong. So of course now, being a more experienced crocheter, she knows what the problem was, but I can imagine how frustrating it was back then when she didn't know it. Because we all spoke here on the channel many times about, the differences between UK and US terms and how it can sometimes make the whole difference in your project if you don't know. And I have been saying that here in Europe, a lot of times, you buy a crochet book or a crochet magazine, and you have to find out, because not all of them say this is UK or this is US, and you have to like kind of figure it out by yourself. But it's important to know, otherwise, your project can look totally different at what it is supposed to be. It's a Royal Guard hedgehog, says Catherine. He looks like a rock star. It's a hedgehog. It's an 80s hedgehog, says Lori. He has big hair. Rock and roll hedgehog. Yeah. Big hair, don't care. But yes, you definitely need to know. He's a rock and roll. Sonic rock, yeah, right? The hair looks like English Bobby. Yes, that is correct. It does look like an English Bobby. You think it's adorable? This lion doesn't roar, he mews. Yeah, see, so I mean, he looks adorable. We all agree. He has character, right? But obviously when you look at the picture on the kit that she bought, and you're like, that does not look at all like the one on the kit. What's going on? And you don't understand, and you don't figure it out, and that can be really frustrating. And I'm sure quite a lot of us who have attempted making a pattern that's written in one term, and we thought it was written in a different, and we used the wrong one. So we all, have that experience, and we know what it's like when it just doesn't work out, and you can't figure out why, because you did everything right, and you checked your tension, and you checked your yarn, you checked your hook, and you checked everything. And the one thing you don't think about is, wait, is this US or UK terms? Especially if you don't know. I mean, if you don't know that there are different terms, it's even more frustrating. But I think, like we said, he has character. He's really cool. He has like his own thing, right? I thought, even though he might not be perfect or just like the picture, he's still adorable, right? Just throw away that kid picture in your right? If you don't have the picture of what it's supposed to look like, it's perfect. Ooh, I got a super chat. Thank you, Sarit. Cheers. Thank you very much. I highly appreciate it. Cheers, you guys. Thank you very much. Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh wait, I didn't write that. You love the afro. Give him a tip hat and sunglasses. A slash hog. I love that. Slash hog. That's good. All right. So, let's say some good things to Live Love Crochet. I don't know if you're here. Maybe she's lurking. If you are here, say hi to everyone so they can see you. And if she's not here, maybe she will be watching the replay. So we're still gonna say good things to her. So I'm going to mark the chat. All right. And for this, we have, where is it? Here. So this is the prize I have for you guys. This is a really nice notebook. It says brighter days are coming. And along with it, I have this really cool rainbow pen. Do you see that? Like the colors inside. So it changes colors while you write with it. It's like color rainbow pen. So I thought this was very appropriate. And I will also ship along with it this really cute heart washi tape. Can you see that? It's a washi tape. It's hearts. It's really cute. So, you know, rainbow and colorful. And that is our theme. So that would be the prize for that. All right. So I'll give you guys a few more seconds. Oh, I got a super chat. Thank you, Debbie. Aw, thank you very much. Fun Yarniversity. Thank you. I'm so glad you like it. Cheers, Debbie. Thank you. He's adorable. All right, so I'm gonna mark the chat again. And I'm going to let my mods count. Bye, Lori. Thanks for being here. And yeah, and let's see who wins that really cheerful rainbow set with the booklet and the pen and the washi tape. 44 says Catherine. "44 says Alice. Okay, so I guess we're at 44. Thank you, Carrie. Oh, thanks. Thank you so much, guys. I highly appreciate it. Thank you all for the super chats. Cheers, Carrie. 44. Okay. All mods are doing their modding. 20. Number 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is Deborah Pete. Deborah Pete. Deborah Pete. You are the winner. Congratulations to you. Don't forget to email me to claim your prize. My email is in the description box below, and you have 1 week until Yarniversity next week to claim your prize. Cheers, Deborah. Just modding around. All right. So while you all congratulate Deborah on her, you got distracted. It was adorable anyway. Yes. Okay, so while you all congratulate, I'm already going to pull up the picture from the next one now. The picture that you're about to see now, this is a picture of what it was supposed to look like, okay? Thank you, Granny D. Thank you. I love hanging out. Okay, so the picture that you're seeing here, that is a picture of what it was supposed to look like. Mod's gonna mod. Oh, Thank you very much. Knee deep in crazy sent a super chat. Says thanks for reminding of the super chat. You guys really don't have to do that, but I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Cheers to you. Cheers. Thank you. All right, so this picture that you see here, that's a picture of what the project was supposed to look like, okay? And this came from Jana. Hi, Jana. And she says, she doesn't have a picture of her finished project, and you'll understand why once you hear the story. But she does have a picture of what it was supposed to look like in the end, which is the picture that you see now on the screen. She wanted to crochet her first wearable and thought a cocoon cardigan would be the perfect project to try, since it is essentially just making a big rectangle. You remember what I said in the beginning that I thought about mine? She found an easy and beginner-friendly pattern using half double crochet, which looked very nice in the pattern photos, as you can see. That's a photo that's on the screen. And she chose a chunky pink tweed yarn and set off to make it. And as it was her first wearable, she didn't know much about gauge and matching the yarn, hook, and pattern. So she used the hook size that was recommended on the ball band. And we all know that's not always the best hook to use because we all crochet differently, right? But she did not know that at the time. And as the rectangle got bigger, she noticed the fabric is a bit dense and stiff, but she didn't pay too much attention to it because she didn't realize that it could be a problem later. And once the cocoon was finished, she tried it on and, well, it was like trying to wear a very thick blanket. She said it wouldn't stay on her shoulders and had no drape at all. Needless to say, she frogged it back right away, which is why she doesn't have a picture of it. And she says the experience didn't turn her off of making wearables. However, she never made another cocoon-style cardigan again, and to this day, she's very wary of using bulky yarn. Now, I can understand that. I can understand how this kind of experience can make you, wary of trying to do something like that again. I am happy to hear that you're still, making wearables, and it didn't completely turn you off of crochet. But yeah, I can understand. I mean, all of us starting out, there are things that in the beginning you don't know. And when we set up on doing our first wearable, there's a lot that can go wrong, right? There's a lot that we can, not get right at the first time. Choose the wrong yarn, choose the wrong hook, make the wrong pattern to yarn match or pattern to hook match. That can happen to a lot of us. But I do understand, and I hope, Jana, that you are, one day get over the fear, and that you will still maybe attempt to make another one or attempt to use that yarn, because she did say that she frogged it back and she still has the yarn, so she rolled it into a big ball and she's looking for the perfect project to use it with. So I hope that you will find the perfect project to use with it. But don't completely, set off not to make any more cocoon cardies, because with the right yarn and the right hook, it can really be something good. They are really cool, and they're trendy and they're useful and people like them. But yeah, I think that what we can all learn from this experience is that don't follow blindly what the ball band says, and if it is a project that requires you checking your gauge, do it. Check your gauge. And I know it's funny coming from me because I never gauge, but if it is a project where gauge is important, then it's important to do it. And And another thing that we can learn from this experience is, you know, yarn to project match. If you start working and you see that the project is too dense, don't say it might solve itself later. If the fabric doesn't feel well when the project is small, it's not gonna get better when it's bigger. Then it's time to, you know, maybe check the hook, check the yarn, switch something, but definitely don't let it completely turn you off of making another one. Cocoons are horrendous. Sounds so frustrating, but don't give up on it. Yeah. Yeah, swatching does have a purpose. I mean, I personally, all the patterns that I design them without gauge, because I give people the instructions of how to make it with whatever yarn and whatever hook they want. But not all designers design like that. And if you come across a pattern that is designed with gauge, then you should, you know, check your gauge. Oh, we have a super chat. Thank you, Ashley. Cheers to you. Thank you very much. And Laurel. Thank you. I very much appreciate you both. Thank you very much. That's a really cute unicorn sticker. Cheers, you all. Thankfully, I've made lots of wearables for me and my family friends. That's good. I'm very happy, Jana, that it did not completely turn you off making wearables. It reminds you of another fail to share. You made a Ruana poncho that sags so badly we use it as a blanket. See, we have material for another one of these episodes. Maybe I don't have a cocoon wearing body. What can I say? It's a weird shape for a cardigan anyway. Yes, I agree, Wendy. We all learn from mistakes, but this is one of the purposes of this episode. It's so that we can also learn from other people's mistakes, so that we don't make them ourselves. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mark the chat, and you guys are all going to be very, very nice to Jana and tell her a lot of good things so that she will continue making wonderful wearables as she has been doing. She's also one of our inner circle, and I always get beautiful pictures of her when she makes one of our members only projects. So I know, Jana, that you are a wonderful crocheter, and that you're very, very talented, and I'm sure everyone here will tell you the same. So here I am. I'm going to mark the chat right now. In real life, I'm a teacher, so wrong person to talk to about mistakes. Yeah, well, cocoon sweaters make your butt look big. I think they make everybody's butt look big, which is why when I designed my Stars Hollow cardi, which is like a cocoon style, but it doesn't have this sack underneath your butt, because the back of it is a triangular shape. It's not this it doesn't go like this underneath your butt, so it doesn't look like your butt is sagging into the cardigan. But yeah, the rectangular ones, they do look like that. All right, so I marked the chat. You guys be nice to Jana and tell her a lot of good stuff to make her feel good. And we are going to give away this Ice Yarns bag. It's a tote bag. It's a nice size. It's only wrinkly because it was sitting in the back of my closet over there. And as you guys all know, I am moving, so I'm getting rid of stuff, and I found it. It's not, I never use it. It has my hair on it because my hair is everywhere. But you know, you get some Reggie DNA with your bag. So this is an Ice Yarns tote. It's perfect to use as a project bag, or once again, as I said, to go yarn shopping. But I already packed all the project bags, so all of my project bags are already in a box going to Israel. So every project bag or anything that I have found in the closets while cleaning up this week is in today's giveaway, so there will be a lot of bags. So this is an Ice Yarn tote, and that is what we are going to be giving away now. All right. And now I'm going to mark the chat in a few more seconds. And one thing I do want to say, Jana, that you did write that you frogged it back and you saved the yarn. So I hope that, you know, now that you have more knowledge of what to do with different kinds of yarns, you have some ideas of different things that you can make with it. It will probably make a very good blanket if you use the right size hook and give it a little bit more drape to it. All right. So here's the mark. If you haven't yet, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe down below. And don't forget, I said in the beginning of today's live, there's still a sale on everything on my Etsy shop, 20% off until the end of the month. Okay, so now we are moving on. So I'm putting up the next picture and I am ready. All right, we have 34, says Jax. Alice is not sure. She says maybe 33. So I'm going to go with 34 because Catherine and Jax seem to be in agreement. So with 1 to 34, the number is 1. Okay, that was easy. Thank you, random number picker. Number 1 after the mark on my screen is Fiona. Congratulations, Fiona. Although yeah. Well, I already announced. Okay, so Fiona, congratulations to you. You are the winner. Although I'm not sure if your comment only appeared after the mark, but was not actually part of the... But you are the winner. I'm sure you're commenting that the cocoon cardigans are not that flattering in any way. Also made Jana feel better. So congratulations. You are the winner. Cheers to you. I agree, Ashley. It is very brave to jump into wearables. Wearables are a lot, you know, harder than small items that you normally crochet when you just start up. So don't give up if your first one doesn't quite work out. All right, so let me write down Fiona, the winner of the ice one. Okay. Hi, Lori. She said, I had nothing to enter today because if I've learned anything about crimes against yarn is to destroy all evidence. That's good. All right. So, next. The next one, we will begin with a picture of what it was supposed to look like. So this one came from Alice. Hi, Alice. And Alice chose to share with us a picture of one of her earliest attempts of making amigurumi. We had a few of those today. So apparently, you know, it's a common problem. People just starting out with making amigurumis. They are very hard to do the first time you do that. And she sent me this picture of what the pattern is supposed to look like so that we can all compare. So first of all, look at the screen right now before I change the picture. Okay, so look at the screen and see that's what it's supposed to look like. Okay, Fiona, you know what? 1 second. So Fiona says that she wants to give it to the next person. So if we don't count Fiona's comment, the next one after her, number 1, is Bobby. So Bobby Allison. Okay, so I'm gonna write that down. So Bobby Allison, I hope you're still listening. You are the winner of the ice yarn tote, and email me to claim it, please. All right. Stay away from bunnies, says Alice. Okay, so this is what that pattern was supposed to look like. Okay. So Alice said that she had only made this pattern that one time, and she was so embarrassed by the result that she could never bring herself to attempt that pattern again. Even now, when her skills improved tremendously, she still never went back to that one pattern. So here is what she made. So you saw what the bunny was supposed to look like, and here is the bunny that Alice made. So that is the result from Alice. She said back then she didn't realize, but she used a hook which was too small combined with yarn which was too thick and not very soft. So that is what brought, the amigurumi to be a fail in her eyes. She says her he looks more like an alien than a bunny. So Alice, I must say, for a very very, very first, amigurumi bunny, he's not a big fail. You did very, very well. I think, you say he looks like an alien, maybe because the ears are like a little bit to the sides and the eyes maybe are not in the right height. But I think it's very, very cute, in my personal opinion. Anyway, Alice says that now she knows more about matching the right yarn with the right hook size, and she's now a very skilled amigurumi crocheter. And I mean, I agree. I've seen pictures of things that she makes now. So yeah. So definitely, I mean, her skills definitely improved, but I don't think they were that bad to begin with. Maybe it was the wrong combination of yarn and hook, that maybe his head looks a little bit like an egg on the top. But for a very first amigurumi, I think it's very, very cute. Ashley saying he's definitely cute, but he's also angry at her. Chubby bunny. He just needs a nose. Yeah, everyone's saying you have to add his nose, Alice. Angry bunny wants revenge. Yes, exactly. Give it like angry eyebrows or whatever, and it's perfect. It's just an angry bunny. And a tiny knife. Oh, we have a theme of horror. Horror amigurumis going on today, right? All right. Thank you for being here, Suzanne. Yes. Perfect imperfect bunny, says Maribel. Lori is saying it's 10 times better than what she can do. Psycho bunny too. And Jessie's saying she gets the same look from her husband when her yarn arrives. I think we can all relate. And Lori says he looks a little bit like a white Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. Maybe it's an albino Stitch. It's no Psycho Bunny. Oh, Lori also thinks it looks a little bit like Stitch from Disney. See, you have an albino Stitch there. Revenge of the Bunny. You guys are good. All right. Well, Alice, you did a fantastic job on that failed bunny. And I'm going to mark the chat and everyone's going to say wonderful, wonderful things for you. And here is what we're going to be giving away. So I have more, Halloween leftovers. And if you guys remember, on the Halloween special, I was wearing the little, oh wait, I forgot to put the mark in. Okay, so on the Halloween special, I was wearing that. Do you see that mask that's over there? It was like a glasses with a little witch hat, and it was diamond painting. So I like first diamond painted it, and then I wore it, and was like, so I have more of these. I have the pirate. So that's what it looks like. It's great for costume parties. It's wonderful for Halloween. It's very good for kids too. And it's really fun. You can make it together with your kids if they're the right age. And it has like, you know, so everything will be covered with the little diamond dots. And it comes with everything you need in order to make it. So you get, you know, all the little stones that go with it. And with the diamond painting pen and everything. So that will be the gift for this. And, you know, I think my kids love the one that I made, the witch. And they wore it all through Halloween last year. So if you do have kids, it would be perfect. Or if you have like grandkids or like your neighbor's children or whatever. Or you can just wear it on Halloween, and when people come trick-or-treating, you can open a door wearing that. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a few more seconds. I'm gonna already write down the pirate. No one ears are the same. Mine are not at all the same. I have two different one. One is like my dad. It's like my mom. If you've never noticed this, that my ears are not the same, it's because my hair is always all right, so I'm going to mark the chat again. All right, so I'm gonna wait for my mods to count the comments. And my phone just died, so I don't have a backup anymore. So I hope that my chat doesn't get stuck. All right, Catherine is saying 30. Jax is saying 30 as well. All right, believe you girls and go with 30. 26. I have beautiful ears. Alice, I hope all those comments made you feel very, very good about yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is Suzanne. Suzanne, the Swedish Yarny Hooker. Congratulations, Suzanne. You are the winner of the diamond painting pirate glasses. Just wrote down your name. All right. So, contact me. My email is in the description box below, and claim your prize. And cheers to you. Of course, we all have different ears, a right one and a left one. You need to get the bunnies together, Mocha and Alice. Yes, Alice. Alice is on TikTok. I linked her YouTube channel down below because I wasn't sure. Like I couldn't find a way to link her TikTok. But she is on TikTok. She just hit 1K on TikTok. Very, very exciting. And you can find her as Crafty Chess Cafe, right? If I'm not mistaken. Alice, let us know in the if you are on TikTok. Let us know if that is correct. Okay. Next up, All right, this one is a personal favorite of mine because I've seen this picture before. So this one comes from Catherine's Cat's Eye Catchers. And there he is, so cute. All right. And Catherine, we have here a great example for a measuring mistake. This is a beanie that Catherine made for a child, the child in the picture. The pattern that she used is the New Seattle beanie, which is my design, and Catherine was a tester for this pattern. And before beginning, she measured the head of the child she was making it for to be sure that the finished hat would fit. Then, making the brim, she crocheted it to the length she came up with in her measuring. However, as you might know or might not know, and if you don't know, this is your, learning chance. When starting a project from the brim tends to stretch once you work the rest of the stitches into it, because the brim is a stretchy brim, and as you work more stitches into it, it stretches out. And so, as you can see, the final beanie did not fit very well. So what we learn from this experience is to remember that yarn tend to stretch, and when you measure someone or something, and the project you have includes a brim, a stretchy brim, then you have to stretch the brim when you measure it. Don't leave it loose and crochet until you get to the length, but stretch the brim and make sure that when you measure how long it is, you measure while it's stretched. And if you make the brim just a bit shorter than what it's supposed to be in the end, then the final fit will be better. When it comes to brim, when crocheting brims, it's always better to have it a little bit shorter than what's actually supposed to be, because they tend to stretch. Everyone's saying he's adorable and that he will grow into it. Hi, Andrea. Hola, Joe. Hello. Nice to see you here. Thank you for popping by. Right? It's with children, it's always better to have it too big than too small, because, they can grow into it. A cupcake hat. Yes, Angela, exactly. I think you encountered the same problem. Yes, of course. Sizing mishaps are global. I think we must have both missed a sizing class. A sleeping hat. Yeah, so I thought that picture when I first saw that picture, I thought it was adorable. It was so cute. He looks so confused, like, what is going on here? But yeah, you need to remember that is, what we learned from this experience is crocheted brims they tend to be more flexible than we think they are. So it's always good to, when you make a project that starts from the brim, that begins from the brim, and then you work stitches into the brim, it's always better to have the brim just a little shorter, or measure it when it's stretched, and not measure it unstretched, and then it will end up being too big. That's like your adult size loom hat. It is too big to even the biggest hats. Really? Is that big? Oh no. Turns into a basket. Perfect migraine hat. Keep the light out. Wendy's saying it's good for a bad hair day. Ashley saying the Santa hat that she made has to be strategically placed, or it does this. Oh, that's funny. All right, so once again, now we are going to be nice to Catherine and tell her a lot of nice things. So I'm going to mark the chat. And once you see my mark, say nice things to Catherine. And here is what you can win. So this is made by Amelia X Joy. This is a dragon scale patterned cake cozy. So can you see it? It's double-sided. So there's inside, there's also fabric. It's not just and it's stretchy. And what you do is you put your yarn cake in there or your yarn skein if you have a center pull skein. And it, because it's stretchy, it holds it together. And as you pull your yarn from the center, it shrinks on your yarn ball or yarn cake, and it keeps it from collapsing on itself. So if you are a center puller like me, then you know that pulling from the center creates this very big problem of your cake or your skein collapsing, and these cozies keep that from happening. So that is made by Amelia X Joy, and if you don't know her, you gotta go check her out. She makes the most amazing project bags and different notions, and it looks like dragon scales. Isn't that awesome? It also feels like really like the print is almost like 3D. You can really like feel this the scales. Is scales the right word? You can really feel it, like it's, yeah, scales. All right, so I'm gonna give it a few more seconds. Please only comment things that are nice things to say to Kath, otherwise our mods will remove your comment because they have to count the comments. All right, so I am going to mark the chat. So a few more seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. You guys are saying really nice things. Some of you are very cake cozy is the polite term for it. Yeah, no. No saggy cakes. No, we don't like saggy cakes. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for my mod to tell me, and in the meantime, I'm gonna pull up the next picture. Okay. Alice is saying 23. Jax is saying 24. Okay, so we're gonna go with 24. That's always the 24. 14 is the number. All right, 14. Let's go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4 is Jax. Number 14 is Jax. So congratulations, Jax. Let me write that down. Jax, you are the winner of this really, really nice dragon cake cozy, and cheers to you. Almost out of beer. We don't like being out of beer. Okay, so next up, this picture comes from Wendy. Wendy, I think you're still here. I think I saw you before. Not sure, but I think you're still here. So this picture was sent by Wendy, And this is what she has to say about it. So here we have her creation. And this was her attempt to create a snowboarder hat. Back in 2018, I think Cole Kim, I think that's the name, won the Olympics gold for snowboarding. I really have no idea about that. So I'm reading to you what Wendy wrote to me. So if I'm pronouncing the name wrong, I'm sorry. And she wore a chunky crochet beanie. The beanie design, that chunky crochet beanie design went viral, and Marley Bird recreated it. So I guess Marley Bird made a pattern or a video tutorial to recreate that pattern. Wendy says that she must have been too excited while making it, which is what resulted in what you see now. The hat came out huge. But unlike many of us who frog or hide our failed projects, Wendy says that she has hers on display to remind herself that she has since come a long way. And if any of you are interested in attempting to make this hat in the right size, the pattern is called the Snowboarder by Marley Bird. And if you need any tips, you can contact Wendy. It's another hat for the hedgehog, says Alice. And Jenna says it could go well with her cocoon shrug. We should do like pairing, like Yarniversity pairing, different projects. It can go well together from today's live. Hi, Chris. Yes, it was a snarrow. Were you going to carry a mini spare snowboarder? It's so big. Yeah, so that's one picture. Then we have another one of the same hat, which I think shows in a better way how missized it was. The one Marley Bird made was kind of big too, says Chris. Oh, I don't know. I've never heard of this pattern before. Nothing wrong with a huge pom-pom, says Carrie. It looks great though. You just need to grow your hair into dreads. A lot of good ideas here of how to repurpose the snowboarder hat. A cone head. Yes, it's a great head for a cone head. If Monty Python went snowboarding, says Mocha. You like the mop like pom-pom, says Catherine. It's useful, right? Let's have one more. She sent me 3 pictures, so I have one more. And here you can see that it's so big that even when you fold the brim, there's still a lot of the hat left over. And just as she likes it, can hide her hair in it, or her face when she wants to. Turn it inside out and make a double layered hay-filled. Yes. Right. Better bigger than too small. We all need a dark place sometimes. See, Wendy, everyone here is very supportive of the ginormous hat. I think we can find someone with a ginormous head, and then it would actually be the right size, right? I like the yarn too. I agree. It's really cool yarn. Was it like super chunky yarn? You can dust the ceiling while you wear it. It's a crazy huge bomb. No, I know who Marley Bird is, Chris. I don't know that pattern. That's what I meant. Okay, so when you do a headstand, I can mop the floor. So Wendy says yes, it's a number 6 yarn. It's Premier Serenity. It's a great hat for Marge Simpson. I'm not gonna say that out loud. Okay. All right. So, thank you very much, Wendy, for the pictures. And now you all be nice to Wendy. I'm going to mark the chat. Today we learned amigurumi and hats are the pain of our lives. The pain. Yes, I agree. No, I do know Marley Bird. I don't know that pattern or who the snowboarder who wore it is. You can stand up and dust the pen. All right, I'm gonna mark the chat. And we are going to play for this awesome bag. Now, this is by Teen and Meat Design. I had a video about her shop in my channel. I hope that you all go and check out the video and go and check out her shop because she makes beautiful, beautiful things. And she made this project bag. Now, what I love about this project bag, it has a box bottom and it can fit, and if you watch my video, you know, it can fit quite a lot of yarn when it's set like this. And it's a good project bag because you can stand it up next to you because of the box bottom with all the yarn and everything. And when you're done, all you gotta do is tie it up like this. And when there's yarn inside, it looks like a box. You can see it on the video. And then you just put it away. It's a really, really smart design. I really, really love the design of this bag. And I love the color of it. Absolutely love, love, love it. And I'm sure whoever wins it will enjoy it as well. So that's Teen and Meat Design bag. Made it for a giant with 80s hair. You guys are really, really, really great. I hope that everyone who, you know, sent in pictures and gets this like ego boost at the end, I hope you guys are all reading the comments and reading what everyone has to say. All right, so I'm going to mark the chat again. It's just oversized, right? It's not a fail, it's oversized. It's very, oversized is very in right now. All right, you can sell it to like, oh man. What are they called? To hipsters, you know, who are like, they have this like attitude, like I'm too cool and this is my hat. Like a hipster, a new fashion statement. All right. So I marked the chat and let's see how many people we have. In the meantime, I'm gonna pull up the picture of the next one. "28" says Jax. We are losing people. I'm sure everyone who are in the US kind of left me for Hobie Bingo. You know, the chance to win Hobie yarn is probably more interesting than me. 28. All right. 5. Number 5. Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is Jacqueline Sharp. Let me write that down real quick. Jacqueline Sharp. So, Jacqueline, you are the winner of the bag. My email is in the description box below. Email me to claim your prize. Don't forget to mention what country you are from. Please don't assume I know where you guys live. So yeah, cheers to Jacqueline. Beer is empty. Sorry guys that I'm not gonna cheer to anyone. Oh, I'm sorry, Jax, but I totally understand. I am more fun than Hobie Bingo. I think that's like the best compliment anyone ever gave me. I so appreciate it. You are very welcome. All right, so we are going to move on, and the next one comes to us from Doris. Do you know Doris from Rose Cottage Studio? So she sent this picture in. Once again, her link is in the description box below if you don't know her. And this is an example for one of these cases where you just don't quite manage to get the hang of the pattern. And it happens, you know, some of us are determined and would keep trying and make the pattern again and again and again until we get it. And some of us would just say, this is just not for me. Like this pattern it is not working for me, and we'll look for something else. In Doris's case, the pattern which she just couldn't get to work was the divine cowl. Now, the picture that you see now are the finished object, the divine hat and matching cowl. But as you can see, one hat is missing a cowl. And this is the story behind it. So that is that the divine cowl is that one pattern that she just, you know, couldn't quite get to work. She made many of the divine hats, and you can see the divine hats in the pictures. But the cowl just wouldn't turn out quite right every time she made it. And one of her attempts went way wrong. And in the end, it has become this. And this is what Doris calls an Elizabethan collar for Bella, her golden retriever. And I think you guys will all agree with me that Bella is wearing it very, very well. And she says, Doris says that to this day, she still have not been able to master the divine cowl. And it still is not quite right. You got Hobie Bingo playing. Yeah, I mean, you don't actually have to be there to play Hobie Bingo. You did not expect that, right? Alice is saying that's fantastic. Yeah, Doris is the best. I agree, and I'm very thankful for this picture. It really did make me smile. Jacqueline is saying the dog looks so happy. But yeah, right? It's a great way to use something that didn't quite work well. And she has a very, yeah, she does. She has a royal collar and she wears it very, very well. That look says, wait to see what happens to your furniture when you leave, says Chris. You haven't made a divine cowl? I haven't made that design ever. Not the divine cowl and not the divine hat. I have to this day never made any of them. Not because I couldn't figure it out, I just never did. The divine hat is such an easy pattern. My problem was figuring out how to downsize for a 6-year-old head. Whose pattern is it? Does it not come in sizes? You find that divine hat looks scrunchy until you put it on. Looks scrunchy until you put... Oh, okay. Bella looks great. Yes, right? She's really pulling it off. Alice is saying this one wins. She has a skirt. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Annika. To everyone who's going over to like the hobby, I know that we are on the same time, and I'm not like trying to compete with them or anything. They actually, like, Yarniversity was here before Hobby Bingo, just so you know. No, but what I'm saying is like Hobby Bingo is totally automated. You don't actually have to like be there and participate for it to work. You can just have it run on a different device. So for like I understand people going over to watch that, but just letting you know, you can do both if you want. Is it fibers? I don't know. Oh, okay. It is. Right. So I think, yeah, Bella does. She looks adorable. And I'm going to mark the chat, and you guys can all say nice things to Doris and Bella. And all right. So I'm going to mark the chat, and I have another one of this sets for you guys. The same like the pirate glasses or the witch that I had. So now I have this witch. I don't know. Maybe it's more like a. Is it a witch? Or maybe it's more like it's sorcerers. I don't know. She's like pink and has this like stars on the nice like witch hat. So once again, it was very nice for like a whimsical adult like me, or a little girl on Halloween, or not on Halloween. It doesn't have to be Halloween. Of course, it comes with everything that you need in order to make with it. So this is this would be the price now. Let me just write it down. Bella wins. By the way, if your comment is deleted by one of our mods, it's just because it's in between the marks and it does not answer, you know, what I said. So don't be offended. The mods are not doing that to like offend you or remove your comment. They're just doing it to make it easier for them to count the people who did answer to enter them into the giveaway. So you can go ahead and comment your comment again after I put the second mark. And then I can read it and it doesn't bother them doing their counting work. It's a great color for the dog. Would probably make a wonderful tutu for a kid. Yeah, I agree. All right, so I'm going to mark the chat again. And in the meantime, while my mods are counting, I'm going to pull up the next picture and get the next story. All right. Kathy saying 24. There's a cause beautiful. I understand what you mean. I had trouble with the cowl. The hats are cute. I never tried to make these. Is it like a very complicated pattern? It's an Edna witch. Yeah. All right, 24. Everyone's saying 24. All right. 17. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is Jana. Jana, you are the winner. And I'm going to write it down so I don't forget. And I can't cheers because I finished my beer and I'm sorry, but cheers to you. Congratulations, Jana. And thank you all for saying all these, nice things and making people feel a little better about themselves. Okay, so next we have, where am I? This dress. And this was sent by Irene. Hi, Irene. I saw you here before. can give your prize to the next person. Oh, okay, wait, let's see who's be next to you in the... So let's skip Jana, and under her is Angela, Crazy Poppy Lady. So, Angela, you are the winner. Email me, claim your prize. All right. Dennis Murphy, I doubt that he is still watching. He was probably just watching before for a few minutes. So this was sent by Irene. Now, Irene says that this is a color mishap. Have you ever bought a yarn cake which looked so pretty and you felt it was a shame to not use the whole cake in one project? Well, Irene came across such exact problem. She was attempting to make a Talia dress, I believe it's called, by Christine Omdahl. It's a design, I assume you all know Christine Omdahl, and it's her design. It's called the Talia dress, and she was attempting to make it. She wanted to use this yarn, but she wanted to use the whole cake to get the entire range of the colors, which turned out to be ill-fitting with the pattern that she was working on. And Irene felt that the shading in the cake and the difference in the colors do not complement the design, and she decided to frog it and try it and do it in a solid color. Before it is being frogged, she snapped a picture for us, so I assume that, I assume that dress is still in its hole. I don't know if she already frogged it or not. But in my personal opinion, the dress looks cute. It does not look bad. But just like when I, was saying about my cardigan and you guys were not agreeing sometimes, when that's what we were talking about in the beginning, some project can be a fail in our opinion, even though other people think it's great or think it's wonderful, or would wear them themselves. We don't hold them, they don't hold up to our standards. And so, and that can be something that we consider a fail because it didn't quite turn out the way we wanted it to be. And that's something we discussed in the beginning of today's live. It can be, one person can think it looks cute, one person can think that you can still wear it like that, but if we, the person who make it, think that, it didn't turn out the way we wanted and we prefer to have it a different way, then there's really nothing someone can say to have us change our mind. And here, Irene is here and she says she does not like the dark side panels. She wanted to use the entire yarn cake, and she got to the length that she wanted the dress to be, but she still had a lot of the yarn left over, so she used it for the side panels, and she thinks she does not like the way the colors work and the shading in the blend of the shading in the sides, and that is okay. And that is completely fine. A lot of projects don't quite turn out the way that we want it to go, right? You think it looks great, but you understand that it's a fail when it doesn't look right. When a project doesn't come out the way that we want it to look, or it's not quite perfect in our mind, then a lot of times, we think, yeah, it is a fail. It's not what I wanted it to be. It didn't turn out right, and that's fine. It may sag, says Jana. You don't think it's a fail, but I could see where the color variations might bother you. Yeah, a lot of times in our mind, something really bothers us about a design or about a way a certain project turned out. And no matter what other people say, it will continue to bother us, right? You agree, yeah. Slimming with the dark sides. Yeah, right? It has something. Yeah, when the sides are dark, the whole shape is very flattering, right? It makes you look thinner. Yeah, Angela is saying the same thing. She thinks that the dark panels would make the dress look slimming. Bye, Jax. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. There are no belly buttonholes. Yes, right. All right. So, like I said, a lot of times the fail can be something that is as simple as it didn't turn out the way I want it to be. I had something in my mind and that is not it. And that is the same thing that I said about this, and a lot of you guys loved it, but I still think it looks wacky. It has to appeal to us. Exactly. So I'm going to mark the chat, and you guys are all going to make Irene feel a lot better about her make. And here's the mark. And here is the price. Oh, where did it go? There. All right. So we have this very nice magnetic notebook so that you can put it on your fridge or whatever and do your shopping list. And another one of those really cool rainbow pans that I hope you will fill out the entire list with yarn. Yarn, 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 more yarn, 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 and don't forget to get some yarn, right? That is the perfect shopping list. So this very nice notepad and pen, it's always good to have something like that handy. I go through notepads and what do you call them? Spiral. How do you call those? Spiral notepad? Is that what? I don't know. I go through them like, whew. I can't have enough of these. I have tons of them. If you open a cupboard in my, which is why there are so many of them in today's giveaway, because every cupboard you open here in the yarn room, you will find some notepads in. I mean, here, I'm using one right now as I'm writing when everyone, like who won what, I am using one. So, and then here next to me, I have one more, just in case I have like special notes during the live that I have to remember and check out later. And of course, as always, I have my giveaway notebooks here for whenever we do the super chat giveaways or something and I have to write down people's names and put them into the bowl. So I have that always sitting on my desk, and I have tons of them, so I think they are always, you know, useful. All right, I'm gonna mark the chat again. And yeah, let's see who wins the notebook and pen. In the meantime, I'm going to pull up the last picture for today. 22, says Catherine. Those pens and books. All right, so number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is Vera Maybrough. Vera Maybrough. Is that how you pronounce it? Maybrough? You are the winner. All right. So congratulations to you. And don't forget, if you want anything on today's live, email me to claim your prize. And now we are going to hop on to the very last one for today. And this was sent in by Hannah. Hannah, I don't know if you're still here, but thank you very much for the pictures. And Hannah said, okay, first of all, this is to, you know, we are concluding today's parade of failed projects. This is the last one for today. But after I finish talking about it and we make Hannah feel better and give away one more thing, there's also, I still owe you guys the winner from Friday's live. So if you were here on Friday's live, or if you commented on Friday's live, I am going to pull a winner from that today. So yeah, all right. So to conclude the parade, I present to you the result that shows more than anything in today's live how important it is to make a gauge swatch in a project which requires a gauge swatch. Now, you all know that I am a big hater of gauging, but sometimes a project will really not work unless you do the gauge. Unless you have the correct tension, the project would just not come out right. Not every project. Some project has, gauge mentioned in them, but you don't actually need the gauge, or it will work if you don't do it. But some projects is very, very important, and this is a good example for one of them. And Hannah learned just that when she made this sun hat for her daughter. She says the pattern was from Drops Design, and it requires a very specific tension in order for it to be a good fit. Of course, the hat was designed for her daughter, not her husband. But Hannah also says that another thing that she learned from this project is not only how important gauge is, but also she learned never to use her husband as a model. So thank you very, very much, Hannah, for the picture. Yes, it was supposed to be for a little girl, but as you can see, it didn't quite turn out the way she wanted. I have one more picture that she sent me. Here you can see it again. And you can see, that the top of it is also not it has this like pyramid shape on the top, the result of checking gauge. To gauge or not to gauge? No. Just choose project that don't require gauge. Everyone's saying your husband is a good sport, Hannah. I hope that if you're not here, I hope you're watching the replay and you see that everyone is saying how great of a model he is. That's why you don't make it. Bleach lettuce. It looks a little bit like those you know that there's like a special breed of cauliflower that has this shape that it's like the flowers are like cone shaped. I don't remember what it's called, like coral or something like that, but it looks just like that. He is rocking the hat, right? I think Hannah's husband is in close competition with Bella for model of the day. The crochet tinfoil hat. It's good. All right, so I'm going to mark the chat and everyone's going to tell Hannah how great it is, even though it didn't quite come out the way she wanted it. And we are going to give away this ginormous project bag. Now wait, I'm gonna have to put myself on big screen for you to grasp how big of a project bag that is. That is the canvas bag that came in my Moya order. When I ordered the 2 kilogram of Moya yarn and got way more than the 2 kilograms that I ordered, and it looks like it has like this really cool optical illusion feel to it. And it's a very, very big bag, and it would be great for a big, big project, for like a blanket or something. So that is what we are giving away now at the last one of the day. So be kind to Hannah. Just say you made it for him, then you can make him wear it the whole time. That's mean. All right, I'm getting the link to do the giveaway later. 1 second, while you guys are commenting. Okay. So let's get rid of the picture. All right. So I'm going to mark the chat and we will choose a winner for that. And then we're going to do the random comment picker, but not before I will tell you about today's giveaway. So as always on Yarniversity, after this goes into replay, so after the live is finished and it goes into replay, you can come back and comment down below. And I want you to leave me a comment, say something that you've learned from a failed project that you made. Tell me, like in the comments, about something that went wrong with the project you were working on and what you have learned from it. Okay, and that is the comment that I want you guys to leave on today's live. And the winner that we will pull out on Yarniversity next week will be able to win these 2 knitting pattern booklets. They are both knit, okay? One is Love Knitting and the other one is Easy Baby Knits, and they are both for knitting patterns for babies, okay? Different patterns, wearables, toys, and so on, but knitting for babies. And to go along with it, you will also get a pair of bamboo needles, a set of handmade knitting stitch markers by Amelie. Very nice set of knitting stitch markers, and this very nice needle pin cushion, I don't know how to call it, and a darning needle or a yarn needle with it. And this is from the Mermaid's Purse Yarns. Okay, so all of that together will be the giveaway for today's Yarniversity. And if you want to enter into that, you have to come back to the video once it goes into replay. Comment down below and let me know failed project and what you have learned with it. All right, now let's see who gets the canvas bag for saying nice things to Hannah. My mods are saying there are 32 comments, so we're gonna do 32. And the number is 28. So I'm going to go back up to the mark. 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is Gone Crocheting with Liza. Liza? Gone Crocheting with... I want to say Liza. Is it Liza or Liza? Let us know. You are the winner. Congratulations. You would be a troublemaker. You are already a troublemaker. I think all my mods are troublemakers. You love the bag? I'm glad. I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget, anyone who want anything on today's live, contact me. My contact details are in the description box below. And you have to email me, claim your prize, give me your address so I can ship it to you. And don't forget to mention what country you live in. All right. And now we are going to the YouTube random. Are we going to the YouTube random comment picker? Yes, we are. Here we are. All right, YouTube random comment picker. I already put in the link from Friday's live, the Earth Day live. If you didn't watch it, you can go back and watch it. And I'm getting the comments. There are 25. And I said to comment something that has to do with Earth Day. And if your comment does not answer that, I'll have to choose another winner. The prize I already showed on the Friday live, so I'm not going to show it again. I will say that as I promised on the live, I did put in quite a few embroidery threads so that you can embroider on that tote that is in there. All right, so let's start, and the winner is Lucia Evangelo. You like to go on a hike on Earth Day and enjoy the day. Well, Lucia, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but I am writing it down. Evangelo. You are the winner of the Earth Day giveaway. And you also have to contact me. My email is in the description box below this video, and claim your prize same way as everyone else. Simply following us. Oh, we have a super chat. Thank you, Jana. Thank you, Reggie. This has been another fun Yarniversity. Thanks for everyone for sharing their fails and helping us grow in our crafts. Thank you very much, Jana. I highly appreciate it. I would say cheers, but I'm out of beer. I'm glad you guys all had fun. Thank you for being here. And yeah, I believe Granny D is probably already live, so you can hop over there and do a student trade. And say hi. I am actually going to have dinner first, and I hope that I will be able to jump in later by D, but if I don't, tell her I said hello and I love her a lot. And thank you all very, very much for being here today. I appreciate it. I think we've all learned from everyone's mistake, and thank you all who shared pictures with us today and shared stories with us today. I hope you all enjoyed the good words that everyone said about you, and I hope that you all had a good time. Sometimes, oh, don't forget, if you are members of the channel, tomorrow we have our members only live where we will be working on that blanket, and sometime during this coming week, I don't know when, because I really can't plan my week anymore. I am way too busy. But sometimes in the coming week, there's gonna be like a pop-up live where I will take you with me while I go through stuff in my yarn room, and I will be either, you know, giving them away or putting them up for sale, offering them or like offering people to bid on them, or just giving them away in the chat, because I have to get rid of what's left in the room in time, and I hope you guys will help me do it. So, you know, keep an eye open, and if you like not get notification from my channel, make sure that your notification bell is set to all, or, you know, I like, sometimes YouTube is weird, so I can't do anything about that, but I hope whoever will be there will be there. So thank you all very, very much for watching today. Don't forget to come back to comment to enter into the giveaway. If you are going over to D, tell her I said hi, and I will see you all next time. Bye.